Hey guys, welcome. I got back from Thanksgiving with family and I found this lovely little FedEx package sitting out in front of the house. And so I thought that we would open it up together right now. So I'm just going to cut into it. Now, I'm very excited. I know what's in here, but you guys don't know what's in here. But I will say, I will give you a clue. It is actually come all the way from Finland. And so I am super excited to be opening it. This is actually something that I got to try. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but the more that I think about it, the more I think that it might very well suit my planning style as it has evolved recently. So we're gonna open it up and we're gonna give it a try, and I'll tell you how this fits into my 2026 goals. Now this box is already a little smushed down here on the end, and I don't want to smush it any further. I'm afraid that I'll maybe smush the contents inadvertently if I do that. So let's see. We can't get this out here. There we go. Um, Perfect. Now, if you have been in the planner community a lot and you know what comes from Finland, then you'll probably know what's in this package. Um, and maybe this little rose will be a clue for you. I'm going to very carefully get this off because I do want to keep this. So it may take me just a minute. I don't necessarily care if I keep all the sticky on it, but I do definitely want to keep the sticker itself. This is a planner, I will say. This is not going to be stickers. And there we go. Okay, so it has this little rose here. And we've got some tape on here. FedEx never really delivers well here. I have had more and more problems with FedEx. So I'm just really relieved that this package arrived. I will also say that this originally I was expecting to have to pay extra for tariffs, but I did not have to pay any extra for this. It arrived without and needing any additional money from FedEx. So let us open it up and see what all is inside. Oh, and I'm going to remove this packing sheet here because it does have my address on it. There is nothing else in the paper other than just that packing sheet. So here's what we've got. We have got a very nice little card here with a typewriter and some flowers. We have a nice little assortment of stickers. And then we have the box with the Rosey Life Planner. So this is the planner that I ordered is the Flow Planner by Rosey Life. And ooh, look at that. So it comes in this box, right? Very nice, solid box. And it has a drawer here. So that you can keep all your planner supplies very nice in there. Now I did order a planner cover. So this is the planner cover here, this clear cover. Because I do want to keep my planner looking very nice throughout the year, and I didn't know for sure if I was going to. Oh, this is not the planner cover. This is some extra stuff. Let's see. I did order a planner cover though, so I'm hoping it's in here. I guess we'll find out. but this is very, very cute. We have a little pocket that will slide in clearly very well. Something, a little sticker that says keep growing. We have a sticker that says this planner is a tool to support my growth. I will not let it measure my worth. Love that. We also have a little 2026 and then the bow. I do believe that she used to have a bow on the planner itself and has taken that off. But this will be really nice. It's got a little pen loop here, and we'll be able to kind of slide that in to mark our pages. And this is planner prep, just a little some information about prepping your planner, and then this magnet pin that says growth for decorating the planner. And then we have a thank you, lovely, beautiful little card here, personalized with my name. Love it. And then another rose sticker. And here's the cover. The cover is inside here with the planner. They were supposed to come together, so I had a feeling it would be somewhere. I'm going to get this very cute heart bubble wrap out of the way. And then we have got the clear cover here with some pockets along the side and the planner itself. Now, I am still getting the plans by Just Scribble. That is still coming in the mail. This is probably not going to be my main planner for the year, but because it is everything in a single year, and I'm not sure, I kind of like having half-year books, and so I wanted to try out a full year book. And so this is a full year book. It is a hybrid planner, I believe, also. And so let's take it out and give it a look through and see. I'm also going to take out this, put this cover on it right away so that nothing happens to it. So this is just a clear cover here, designed to fit the planner. And it's interesting. Okay, we will get this on here again right away so that we're not having anything accidentally damage the planner itself. It is sometimes a little hard. I'm going to apologize if I go out of camera with this. I am going to try and stay in camera, but sometimes it is a little finicky to get these clear covers on. They are usually designed to just fit, and so I may need to take this off camera just to get it to go on properly. Without, bending the cover too much. Again, I will try my best to get it on here. And this, and then we'll get, sometimes you just got to wiggle it a little bit back and forth, just like that. Get all the way to the end, and there we go. See, we don't have any creases or anything like that in the cover. And then this is going to be a little bit harder even than that first one. We are going to get my hair out of it. And we're going to get this in here. Again, we are just going to kind of wiggle back and forth. Now, this is the one that you really have to watch out for, because you don't want to crinkle these pages that are underneath here when you're wiggling this into place. Just work it a little bit at a time. Some patience. And we will get it in there. I know we will. I think this is always the most nerve-wracking part of the planner process for me, is just getting these covers on. It's a soft cover, and so when you're trying to use it to kind of leverage against this clear, it is just sometimes a bit hard to do. It wants to stick, it wants to not go all the way in, and so just need to encourage it a lot. Encourage it to go where it needs to go. Encourage it. Don't be afraid of it. You know, I'm giving it some pretty good force here, and I'm not wrinkling it. I'm not tearing it. But I am gonna give it quite a bit of oomph to get it to align. So there we go. We have got the cover on. It is looking nice, beautiful, and it's gonna say 2026. And I did get this blue color. I forget if it came, I think it also came in a pink. But I really like this blue color. So this dashboard is going to be just a little bit bigger, and again can be kind of thrown in and used that way very nicely with the planner. I don't know that I will use this because these are going to kind of, the pockets edges might cause the pen to not write as smoothly in here. But I think, you know, this year I have had the Sterling ink in the B6, and this flow planner is a B6. And so I think that I am really going to love having a B6 as an alternate planner. So this is going to be my alternate planner for the year. So I will continue to do my weekly spread and then an alternate spread in here. And so let's take a look at this and kind of see what all's in here. You have your, of course, the cover page, right? And this one page that's always kind of partially attached down at the bottom to the cover page. She hasn't used that for anything that you would necessarily need to use. So you can feel free to glue it to the cover page if you need to. Then we have this 2026 calendar. We have got this Calendex, all 12 months in one. And we've got 4 boxes in each. The weekends are shaded, just a slightly darker shade here of gray. Then we have a larger Calendex. So this is just kind of your very short one. Maybe you put special days, something like that. Maybe this is a when did I last page. And then you've got this entire Calendex here that you could then use as more of a index. If you do write things on all of the pages, this could be a great index for you. So you have all 12 months, 3 months per page. And this, again, you've got that gray for the weekends, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes across here. Then we have a 2-page vision board spread. You could feel free to glue in things for your vision board in here. And then we have some goals. So the idea behind this is that you have action steps and progress towards your action steps. You know, how far are you along on getting things actually done? I absolutely love this. How, you know, what are the types of goals that you're doing? And then how much are you working on them in all of these different months? Things like that. And so you've got plenty of spreads to kind of figure out all of your goal setting for the year. Then we have our quarterly goals, what we're going to work on, what are the priorities this quarter, January, February, March. So for each month, you have a focus, you have some tasks and deadlines, and then you have accomplishments and review. Then you have a blank page here to kind of figure some more out, maybe do some brainstorming. You have another blank page, and then we have a January list. This is more like a bullet journal. So it's got the days of the month, the dates of the month, and then we have 3 different columns where you can put different things. You could put maybe birthdays and holidays, you know, maybe you're keeping several people's schedules, whatever you want, a main task, a word of the day, gratitude, something like that. But you've got something for every single day here. So I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to use this page. Maybe this will be, you know, YouTube videos and YouTube shorts. I don't know. And we'll see how that goes. And then we have our January page, which is just, you know, your normal calendar that you would have in any planner book. I love this though. I think it's nice to have a little bit of space over here. We have the week numbers down here. And then we've got a little bit more space here at the bottom. Then for January, we have this page. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to use this. We'll have to see as I start to get into it. But we do, again, have the days here. So you can track something every single day here. You could use this as your habit tracker and list all of your habits this way and do a habit tracker here. You have the calendar as a whole. You've got this empty area over here, and then you have an area for your goals, your priorities for the month, and then goals and what percentage you've completed, and then just some general tasks, which is fantastic. Lots and lots of room to actually put things in here and to keep track of things in here. Then we have our weekly spread. This is our vertical weekly for the first week here of the month. And then after that, we have a horizontal weekly for the month. So, or for the first week of the month. So we have our vertical, again, plenty of room in here. You do have this sidebar, and then, you know, the week circled here. And then when you go to the horizontal, you've got the horizontal boxes, very similar to kind of a weeks style or horizontal weekly. And then you've got a couple of priorities here at the top as well. And you have the week circled here in the whole full calendar. Then you have your kind of blank area and then some check boxes for tasks for the week. We are going to go through all 4 weeks for January. I think actually we're going to go into week 5, right? Because that will end with February 1st. And then we will have a blank page. And then we have the days. And you get 1 page for every single day. So we have all of the weeklies for January after the month. So we have a month, then all of the weeklies, then we have the individual days. So you're going to have 1 page per day, first, second, third, and as you can see, Saturday and Sunday each have a full page. And we'll go through all of January all the way to, and the pages do have a timeline running all the way down them. So if you need to have a timed list here. You could, a timed event list, and they do have a dot that indicates the middle of the page. So if you need to split them up, they would be easy. And then we have another blank page, and we start February. Same thing for the next month. Obviously, every month is going to have the same, the monthly list, then the monthly boxes. Then we have our little kind of goal setting, getting oriented. What are we doing towards those goals? And then we have our vertical week, horizontal week, alternating throughout the rest of the month. And then we move on to our days of the month. We're going to do that all the way to the end of, well, let's see. Let's go to the end of March real quick. So the end of March, then we're going to deal with a new quarter. So this was why I wanted to look at the end of March. So after March 31st, the quarter ends, and then we have a new quarterly page. So we have quarterly goals. We can look at those things again. We have the 3 months with the focus, the tasks and the deadlines, and then our accomplishment and review. So you're going to have that to begin every single month, and then, or every single quarter, and then you will have a blank page, and then another blank page before the month. And then we'll go all the way to the end to December, and then at the back we have a blank page here, or 2 blank pages. Then we have a list of 100 things. I have quite frequently kept my 100 things that I want to do in the year list. So this is very handy to have this already written. And then we have just some blank pages. Now, I will say the blank pages are not numbered. So you will have to, if you want to index these, you'll have to number them. But I just have a few collections that I add usually to the back of my planner. And so I don't necessarily think that I would have to index these pages. I would know that these are going to be those collection pages. Let's figure out how many we have. So after the 100 page, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36. About 36 of the blank grid pages. And then again, you have the kind of the back page of the planner that doesn't really require you to have anything on it, so that if you are one of those people who does like to stick it to this back page, you can go ahead and do that easily without having any issues. And then we have the back cover. So that is the Rosey planner. I'm very excited to have this as my alternate planner. I really want to kind of get into this and see if I enjoy having the whole year in one book, for one thing, because I think this will get very, very heavy and very thick. You know, my planners tend to fluff up a lot, and the idea of having this whole book in one, again, kind of like the Hobonichi Cousin. If you're a Hobonichi Cousin user, this is not going to feel that much bigger, although it does have a lot of additional sheets in here that the Cousin doesn't have. If you are in a sterling ink, this is going to feel, you know, quite large, quite thick. Let's see what we've got size-wise. Let me grab a ruler here, and we will see just how thick it starts off being. There's about 1 inch there that it starts off as. maybe even a little bit more than an inch thick. So, you know, if it fluffs up, it's going to be a little bit hefty to carry around. Not that that's a bad thing, but if you're not used to it, you know, it might not be the most ideal size to carry with you. I still haven't figured out exactly how things are going to be working with my planners going forward. I'm going to really evaluate once I get everything in house what I want to do in terms of personal life, work life, YouTube, and other things that I might want to plan. But I know that this is going to be a big part of that somewhere. So we will see. This beautiful little B6 you will see appear quite frequently throughout the year. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.